It is the oldest. Actually, sun is the oldest and most natural medicine you will ever meet. You can imagine paying thousands of money to a hospital only for them to go and use a machine to mimic the sunlight and expose it to you so that you can hear. Something you could do it for free at home. You don't have to take pills for you to be happy. You don't have to go for caffeine, for alcohol, for some drugs for you to be happy. You only need exposure to the sunlight, and your body will detect sunlight and produce what we call serotonin. The sun is not just light, brothers and sisters. The sun is medicine. Nature heals. Nature heals. And today we are looking at some diseases, some conditions that could be healed simply by exposing yourself to sunlight. Simply by exposing yourself to sunlight, there are some conditions, there are some diseases you are able or you can be able to heal simply by exposing yourself to the sun. There are some conditions you are able to heal. In an interview one day, Dr. David asked me a question. He asked me, Malwa, have you ever wondered why the moment you step into the morning sun, something changes? Your mood changes. Your energy rises. Your mind becomes clearer. Have you ever wondered why? That was his question. I pondered back my mind and realized, wow, it was true. The moment you step into that morning sun, something changes with your body automatically. So he told me, what if I told you that there are some diseases, real medical conditions for sure, that can begin healing simply by exposing your skin to the sun? There are some diseases, there are some medical conditions that can start healing simply by exposing yourself to the sun. We continue with our series in this channel where we are discussing very important matters here, that nature heals. There's nothing that nature can't heal. Nothing on earth that can defeat nature in terms of healing. Nothing. So in the last video, I had talked about the free gift provided by nature, provided by Mother Nature, that can help us live and survive without diseases here on earth. If you haven't watched the video, please watch it, or watch it immediately after this video and see those things that Mother Nature provides us with that can really heal us from any condition. So please stay tuned. Let's dive in and see what are some of these conditions that could be healed simply by the sun, or by the power of the sun. Things that could be healed by sun. Number 1, vitamin D deficiency. This is what we call vitamin D deficiency, the silent epidemic. Why is it called silent epidemic? It is because most people, even adults, you and me, are suffering from this, but they do not know. Most people walking around experience fatigue. Most people experience back pains. fatigue, back pains. Most people usually experience frequent sicknesses. Most people just become sick every other time, frequently. Most people, and this one is around all over the world, low moods. Come across anybody in the office, come across anybody at work, come across people in schools, people in classes, anywhere, everywhere. You'll meet people with low moods. Combine all these four, you will realize that it is not something big. It is only that this person or these people are lacking vitamin D in their bodies. Low moods, frequent sicknesses, back pains, fatigue all the time. It is only that these people are working or are lacking what we call vitamins D. They think these symptoms are just normality of life, but the reality is they are starving from one thing, one natural thing, one thing that is just for free, one thing that nature gives you, which is sunlight. These people are starving from one thing, one natural thing, one free gift. We call it the sunlight. I met a lady by the name Miriam. She's a mother of 2. She told me she used to feel tired every morning, like her body was carrying stones. Doctors gave her painkillers, supplements, and everything. That's their job anyway. A doctor, you go to a doctor, he or she is ready to give you painkillers. He's ready to give you some supplements. He's ready to give you some other things, They don't care. They need your money. So one elderly neighbor told her, Miriam, just wake up every morning, sit in the sun for 20 minutes, do nothing, just sit in the sun and relax. If possible, do it half naked. Miriam laughed. But unfortunately, the best part, she tried. Miriam says, by the 10th day, I didn't know my body would ever feel light like this again. Wow. Like she says, all those pains had reduced to almost zero. She says she felt lighter. She felt like, wow, this is something different. This is not my body. On day 10, no medicine, no nothing, just everyday sunlight. Who can lack 20 minutes every morning? For sure. If you love your health, can you lack 20 minutes only? Most people lack 20 minutes, but they afford millions to give doctors, to take to hospitals, to lie in those beds. Just simply because you lack vitamins D. Vitamin D is something that could be cured simply by exposing your skin to the sun. Sun is a free gift. Sun is something that is provided by Mother Nature. Utilize that, and some of your ailments, some of your diseases, some of your conditions will just go away by themselves. At number 2, we have seasonal depression. This is when darkness makes you sick. Seasonal depression. See? When darkness can make you sick. When darkness can make you sick. Seasonal depression. Your brain needs sunlight to produce what we call serotonin, a happiness hormone. a happiness. You don't have to take pills for you to be happy. You don't have to go for caffeine, for alcohol, for some drugs for you to be happy. You only need exposure to the sunlight, and your body will detect sunlight and produce what we call serotonin. Serotonin is a hormone in your body that produces happiness. A young man from Norway one day shared his story online. He said every winter he would feel sad, tired, unmotivated, like life had no color. You know, there are those people who just feel sad, who just feels unmotivated, who just feels like there's nothing moving on in life. Their moods are very low. But one day when he started stepping outside every morning, even for a short walk, just for a short walk, his mood transformed. He said it wasn't therapy, it wasn't medication. It wasn't therapy, it wasn't medication. It was just the sun. The sun saved me. If you are that person who wakes up with mood swings, you are that person who wakes up and feels like you are just a depressed person, you have no one to talk to, just let the sun hug you every morning for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. That sun that is just arising, let it hug you. Let it whisper into your ears. Let it, give it a chance to produce the serotonin. And I'm telling you, you will start seeing a difference. And if you feel that depression is not a big issue, then I don't know if you've ever experienced depression. Because when depressed, there's nothing you can do. There's nowhere you can go. There's nobody you can meet. You are for sure a depressed being. Why don't you just solve this simply by exposing your skin half naked sometimes to the sun each and every morning? Early morning, start your day with the sun. Let it hug you. Let it hug you, and it will tell depression to step aside. We have a condition called psoriasis and eczema. Number 3, psoriasis and eczema. Psoriasis and eczema. These are conditions that are healing, skin conditions that are healing through UV light. Skin conditions. These are just skin conditions. So sunlight is able and has the power to heal some skin conditions just through the UV rays. Many people do not know about this, but controlled sunlight helps treat psoriasis and eczema. Dermatologists even use hospital machines that mimic the sun's UV light. You can imagine paying thousands of money to a hospital only for them to go and use a machine to mimic the sunlight and expose it to you so that you can hear. Something you could do it for free at home. Doctors, I know maybe you won't like it when I say this, but let's save the world. Because if you can use sunlight just for a few minutes every day to heal eczema, to heal psoriasis, why should you pay thousands of shillings and others even millions of shillings just to be exposed to a machine that is mimicking the sunlight, the UV rays? Does it make sense? Surely. Remember, at the beginning of this, I said nature heals. There is nothing that nature can't heal. There is a famous story of a man who battled psoriasis for around 15 years. He used creams, he used lotions, he used steroids, nothing gave him lasting relief. One vacation on the coast changed everything. Simply one vacation on the coast changed this man's life forever. He spent 7 days taking morning walks along the coast. And by the end of the week, the chronic cirrhosis patches were fading faster than any medication ever had done to him. Just after our 1 week of everyday walking on the beach, the symptoms of chronic cirrhosis had faded faster than any medication ever did to him. Simply exposing himself to the sunlight every morning for 7 days. The difference was sunlight. The difference was Mr. Sun, the sunlight. The sunlight. So if you experience some skin conditions like the ones I've mentioned, please don't wait the day they are so much chronic that you go and spend too much in a hospital, or too much on lotions, or too much on pills, or too much on, medications. Just start this morning, just start tomorrow, exposing yourself to the sunlight every day for a few minutes. Remember, I said controlled sunlight. It should be controlled. Don't overdo it also, because there are some effects, there are some downsides, there are some disadvantages of sunlight also, but do it moderately, do it controllably. Remember, throughout my talk, I'm saying it should be at least or in and around 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and it should be that morning sunlight. So at number 4, we are looking at insomnia. Insomnia or irregular sleep. Insomnia or irregular. Many people usually think they have a sleep problem, but what they really have is sunlight problem. These things are just, nature is funny anyway. Nature is just funny on its own. That somebody might think he or she has sleeping problem, a sleeping disorder. But what they really have is sunlight problem. Your body relies on sunlight to reset its clock each and every morning. Without it, your body don't know when to release melatonin. A friend of mine kept complaining, I can sleep for 8 hours and still wake up tired. I can sleep for 8 hours and still wake up tired. He had tried pills, he had tried teas, he had tried everything. Then he changed just one thing. He just changed one thing. He started exposing himself to morning sunlight before touching his phone. Every morning before touching his phone, he adopted a new habit of exposing himself to the sunlight each and every morning. In 3 days, just 3 days, his energy levels shifted. His sleep normalized because his brain finally understood what time it was. Sometimes your brain don't understand what time is. You can imagine locking yourself in a room with lights like this throughout every day. Your brain can't tell, okay, it is this time, it is this time, it is this time. But the moment you expose yourself to the sunlight, your brain is able now to detect and know, okay, this is what time, this is what time, this is the time I should release melatonin, this is the time I should do this, that. So it is like the sunlight helps you to reset your mind. And if your mind is well reset, you are able to have a nice, deep, natural sleep. So if you are struggling, or if you are that human being struggling with sleep, just sleep. Don't go for pills. Don't rush to clinics. Don't rush to a doctor. Just start every day exposing yourself to the morning sunlight. Simple. And you will heal that sleeping problem. As simple as that. You will heal that sleeping problem. So if you have any sleeping problem, this video is for you. If you usually feel you are challenged to have sleeping problem, this part is for you. Just expose yourself to the sunlight each and every morning. It is a free gift. It is an available gift. It is there for us all. Sleep. Normalize your sleep starting today simply by exposing yourself to the sun. At number 5, we have what we call weak immunity. The other thing the sunlight can heal is weak immunity. Did you know sunlight directly activates your immune system? Did you ever know that sunlight has the power to directly activate your immune system? It boosts your T cells. It boosts your T cells. T cells are the soldiers of your body. So the sunlight is used to activate these T cells. And once a soldier is active, bro, can you enter that boundary? Once a soldier is active, can you enter that house? Can you enter that compound? Is a question you should ask yourself, and it is a question you should answer. During the pandemic, I think this corona experience we all had some few years ago, doctors realized or noticed something very strange. Patients with good vitamins D levels had faster recovery and fewer complications. Patients who had good vitamin D levels, they recovered faster and they had very few complications compared to patients without vitamin D in their bodies. And how do we get vitamin D? I just talked in point 1. It is the oldest, actually, sun is the oldest and most natural medicine you will ever meet. The sun is the oldest and most natural medicine you will ever come to meet in life. There's no medicine that was there before the sun. So make it a habit, make it your lifestyle of exposing yourself to the sunlight, exposing yourself to that morning sunlight so that you can activate your T cells. You are soldiers of the body. You are soldiers so that they can be able to help you fight any disease that could be intruding your cells. At number 6, we have high blood pressure. Higher. I know this is going to surprise many. High blood pressure. HBP, high blood pressure. High blood pressure, we call the sun nature's pressure regulator. We call the sun nature's pressure regulator. Sunlight helps release nitric oxide from the skin. This relaxes your blood vessels and reduces high blood pressure. The sunlight helps produce what we call or helps release nitric oxide from your skin. This relaxes your blood vessels. And once your blood vessels are relaxed, then your blood pressure will automatically reduce. An elderly man from India shared that after months of morning sun exposure, his blood pressure dropped enough that he reduced the medication dosage. You can imagine. You can imagine for those people spending thousands or hundreds of shillings every week, every month, every year on high blood pressure medication. You can simply reduce that amount of medication simply by exposing yourself to the sunlight each and every morning, because the sun will activate the release of nitric oxide from your skin. This will help your muscles or your veins, your blood vessels. This will help your blood vessels to relax. And relaxed blood vessels is equivalent to reduced or lowered blood pressure. I wish people knew these things. His doctors were even surprised, but he wasn't. He just said, I just returned to nature. This Indian man surprised the world simply by returning to nature, returning to the sun. Maybe this could be a reason why those people in those areas that are fully exposed to sunlight have lower blood pressures. Maybe this could be a big reason for that. A lot of studies need to be made here, but it works in that concept that sunlight will help your skin produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide will help your blood vessels relax, and relaxed blood vessels is equivalent to reduced blood pressure. So among the many things that the sunlight can treat in your body, those were the six major that sunlight can help you reduce or can help you fight with: skin conditions, high blood pressure, sleep, moods, etc. We live in a world full of medicines, full of pills, full of screens, full of artificial solutions. But sometimes the healing we are seeking has been above us all along. The sun is not your enemy and never will it be if well used. The sun, if well used, is not your enemy. The sun is life. The sun is energy. The sun is healing. If well used, sun is life, sun is energy, sun is healing, sun is not your enemy in any way. Before you spend any money, before you worry, before you give up, just step into the morning sun. Before you spend any money, before you get worried, before you give up, try one thing starting tomorrow. If you have your father, mother, aunt, brother, sister, anybody that you feel is giving up, that you feel is spending money, that you feel is, worrying, let this person just step into the morning sun starting tomorrow for around 8, 10, 20 days, every morning without skipping. Give your body a chance to heal the natural way. Just give your body a chance to heal a natural way. If you found this video valuable, if you've learned something from this video, please subscribe, share, press the like button, leave a comment. Which of these 6 was or has the sun ever done to you? Which of these 6 has the sun ever done to you? Or do you think the sun is going to do to you starting tomorrow when you will start stepping into that morning sunlight? Leave that comment. Share your experience so that somebody somewhere could feel that it is a testimony that could really transform them. Remember, Your body was designed to shine. What is the only natural thing that can make something shine? The sun. The sun makes the moon shine. The sun makes each and everything on the universe shine. Don't let your body be left behind in the shining process. Let's shine together. Thank you very much. Coach Malwa is my name. As usual, I say, I'm not coming into your life as a doctor, but I'm coming into your life as a coach. You feel that you are being challenged to just experience the natural things nature provides for help, for assistance, for treatment of your body. This is the time you can reach out to me via this WhatsApp number. Let's share, let's talk, let's have this conversation. Let's make a difference. Coach Malwa is my name. See you at your best, healthy life. Remember, you are designed to shine.